I welcome you all for this video lecture series, Context-Free Grammar. Today, we will discuss one small example under context-free grammar. Let us see the example. The example is construct a context-free grammar for the language L is equal to A power N, where N is odd. So here we have to produce a string for N when the N is odd, right? Let us see the solution. The possible string is given, right? Because the now n value is odd. So the possible strings are a power 3, a power 5, a power 7, a power 9, and so on, etc. So initially, the minimum length of n is 1. If n is 1, the length of a is only 1, right? Yes. So we are creating defined production is E production A. This symbol gives production. This already we had discussed, right? In introduction itself, the symbol represents that production, right? Yes. Okay. So whenever we have the length n value is 1, we have only A, right? That's why the expression gives the production of ES gives 1. Suppose if it is more than 1, right? We cannot able to say for even numbers. We have to get only odd numbers, right? So 2n, it means that if the n value is 1, then what happened? 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. We will get 3a. Suppose the n value is 2, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Then if the n value is 3, then 2 into 6, sorry, 2 into 3, 6 plus 1, 7, right? So for this, we have to derive a production, right? The production is E production A, E. It means that here A are terminals. A is a terminal. E is non-terminal, or we called E. How can we get to 3 E's? It means that if we want to produce 3A, what we have to do? Initially, the expression, one sec. Initially, the expression E gives what? A, E. But here we have two terminals, one non-terminal. The non-terminal is E. We should replace this E. If I replace this E with this production, what I will get? Instead of E, I can replace A, right? Then I will get A. Because this E I replaced as A. Now I get 3 A's. Suppose I want 5 A's, right? Because after 3, our next odd number is 5. If the n value is 5, how many A's we will get? We will get 5 A's. How can we get? So initially we have this production, right? So what our production is A, E. Again, what we have to do is, again we have to use the same production to apply with this E. Then what we will get? A. Instead of this G, we are applying this production. So again we will get A, E. Right? Again we have a non-terminal here. So this G again we replace with this production. Then we will get A, again A. So 5A we will get, right? So this is another production. So for this problem, we will have only two production. The first production is this one with the length of 1, and the second production is this one for the length of greater than 1. So totally we have two productions, right? Yes, we had created two productions, but the question is we have to get a context-free language, right? Sorry, context-free grammar, not language. Context-free grammar from the given language we need to get. For context-free grammar, we need to have a 4 component that we had discussed in the introduction itself. What are the 4 components? The first component is variables or non-terminals. Second component is terminals. Third one is production. Fourth one is start symbol, right? Okay. So let us see how we are getting these 4 components from the given grammar, right? Yes. So here they have defined the context-free grammar. The context-free grammar is represents with the four components called VTPS, variable, terminals, production, and start symbol. Right. So variable, we know that because this non-terminal or variable, we can say is that, right? So here we have only E in the left-hand side of the production symbol, that is called actually variable. So the variable is E as per this example. The terminals, we have only A. Other than A, we don't have any terminal here. So we can call it as A is terminal. And next, what we need to have? We need to have a start symbol. How we are getting initially the A terminal as a string for length of 1 based on this variable, right? So this is actually start symbol. Initially, we get with the E. So E is the start symbol. And obviously, we have created two productions based on the given language, context-free language. The productions are E gives E production A, E production A, E. So these are the productions. So we got four components, that is V, variable, T terminal, start symbol is, and production. So finally, we got all the components of context-free grammar. Right. So this is what about the answer for the given question of the language is given L is equal to A power N, where N is odd. I thank you all for watch this lecture series.